Hello, our next stop at SUPERBOOTH is at the Melbourne Instruments booth. We're with Ian. So Ian, last year you showed us the Nina, which was quite an interesting synth in that it got motorised pots and things on it. We've now got what looks like a keyboard version, but it's not, is it? It's a new product entirely.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, so Delia it's a keyboard synthesizer. The architecture is very similar to the Nina, but we've redone it quite a bit, so there's quite a lot of changes. We've kept the analog last filter, which is the original Bob Moog ladder filter, and analog stereo VCAs on the output, but everything before that is actually digitally generated. So all the oscillators, the mix, the wavetables, of course, digitally generated, and the actual final high-pass filters digitally generated. So what we've got here is a multi-mode filter, whereas Nina had just a low pass, and the oscillator is a bit more sophisticated. You can cross-modulate for FM type effects. It's got 3 envelopes, 3 FOs, and again, it's a bitimbral instrument. You can split it into 2 sounds with splits or stacked layers. It's actually a 6-voice output, so there's 6 filters and 6 envelope sections. But what we have, because everything else is digital, we've got the ability to completely double the number of notes that you can play, so you don't get any note stealing. So it'll play up to 12 notes through the 6 filters by playing the notes through the closest filter. And it still has the morph that Nina had.
Yeah.
It lets you morph between 2 completely different sounds, do some experimenting sound creation. Has a basic step sequencer. We've also added a phrase looping sequencer, which is quite fun to sit and play over top of yourself as you loop. And generally the sound is, it's got a lot of new sounds, a lot of new patch design work on it. The sound is fundamentally quite different to Nina, even though it's the same architecture. It's still got the same versatility of being able to do sort of classic, you know, Moog Oberheim type sounds, but plus the wavetable. And but the analog filter is a bit tighter than on Nina, and the drive circuit interacts differently with it as a result. It's still an analog drive because that's an all-important thing, and but it's you can do things like this you can't really do on Nina, because a B3 is, you know, very much got cross modulation going on, which gives it that richness. As you can't really hear it, but we've done a lot of analog modeling, so there's a lot of natural drift and offset between the voices, which we did actually drive a fair bit of the modeling from analysing Nina, actually. But and here we have something with a bit of wavetable, kind of beautiful bells. So yeah, it's a much lower price than Nina was, so it's much more accessible, hopefully, for more people. Plus you've got the keyboard in it, and we've worked on our motors. We've still got all the, you know, the recall, so that, and the mod matrix, so that you've got that nice interactivity with the motorized knobs. And
fantastic. Is it available to buy now?
It's not. I believe some stores are taking pre-orders now. It's, we're just waiting for the last few bugs to be ironed out. The firmware's still beta, but we should be 4, 6, worst case 8 weeks from now. People should be getting them, I guess, if they.
Fantastic. And how much does it cost?
It's around €22.50 plus tax, depending on the different countries, and about same equivalent in pounds. I can't remember. It's like 2300 pounds, or. But yeah, so it's quite significantly cheaper than Nina, but still proper synth price.
Amazing. Ian, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.